What's up guys? Welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing good. Today we're going to be talking about log and why you should be shooting in it. So now before we get started, we need to know what log and what Rec 709 is. So log is a gamma curve that maximizes the performance of the sensor, and Rec 709 is the standard color space for HD TV work today. Now today we're going to be focusing on S-Log because that's what we have and that's what I know the best. But keep in mind, different companies have different log options. Nikon, Canon, Sony, and all the other DSLRs, I'm pretty sure, have log options, so the concept still can apply to you. So don't be bummed out. So now a lot of people always ask me, hey, like, why do you shoot in log and not just Rec 709? Rec 709 doesn't even look that bad. You know, it still looks good. And this is what I tell people: you're gonna be put in certain positions or environments where you're gonna either have to expose and sacrifice information in the shadows or the highlights. Whereas if you shoot an S-Log or log, you're gonna be able to keep information in both the shadows and the highlights, and it's gonna give you a lot more information for post-production, which is gonna be a lot better for your final product, and you're gonna get cleaner images and a lot more control over it when you get to your computer to put the final product together. So there are two benefits to shooting an S-Log. The first one is that you can capture a wide range of tones. So a wide tone area captured by S-Log make it effective when shooting subjects that tend to experience loss of details and shadows or overblown highlights. So if you're ever out in the location and you know it's like the peak of the day, the sun's blasting, you're gonna have really harsh highlights and really crushed shadows, and that's gonna make it really hard because you're gonna have to pick whether you're gonna keep the information in one or the other. Whereas if you shoot in log, you can keep both, and then you can choose what you're gonna do with it when you get to your editing room. So that's a big plus. So the second benefit of shooting in S-Log is that you can shoot in a wide color gamut. So what is color gamut? Color gamut is the range of colors that a particular device can produce or record. So the wider the color gamut, the more color information is recorded. So normal video footage is shot in the Rec 709 color gamut, but material recorded in S-Log is recorded in the much wider S-gamut color space. So the wider the color gamut, the more color information can be recorded and the more vibrant and realistic your image will look. So that being said, S-Log can capture far more information than the standard Rec 709 footage can record. So normal video recorded in Rec 709 contains about 7 to 9 stops of dynamic range. When I shoot in log, I get about 12 to 15 stops, so there's a lot more information. And look, you're gonna be hearing this throughout the video. The constant thing here is gonna give you a lot more information to play with when you get to your post-production process. So that just means that you're gonna have a lot more control over your image, and you're gonna have maybe a crispier, cleaner final product, and you're gonna be able to make the changes that you may want when it comes to color. So that's a big plus. You know, it's gonna be a crisper, richer image, which is what we all want, which is what we all strive for when we go shoot. So obviously so keep that in mind. It all leads to just a better image at the end of the day. In our S-Log workflow, when we're shooting in S-Log, color grading is really important because there's so much information that comes with S-Log footage that you have to adjust the S-Log footage to fit the Rec 709 standard. Sony provides you with LUTs that you can put on your monitors, or 3D LUTs that go with your software, which can be like a base for you to start grading from that point. I set my cameras to Picture Profile A, or PPA. If you're a Sony guy, you know that's how it's labeled. Picture Profile A is using S-Log 3 as a gamma curve and S-Gamut3.Cine as the color gamut. I like these settings because S-Log 3 features 18% gray that is brighter than that of the S-Log 2 and has good tones from the shadows to the skin tone. Also, S-Log 3 is a lot easier to manually grade without having to use LUT. So keep that in mind if you're brand new to color grading or you're just getting into it. S-Log 3 is gonna be a lot easier for you, so I do recommend it. I wanna give you guys an example. This is what the image looks like straight out of the camera in the picture profile that I'm shooting on. So Picture Profile 8. So this is what it looks like. Not a lot going on. It looks boring, very grayscale. There's not a lot of color. Now this is what it looks like once I've applied the LUT provided by Sony, which takes a picture profile to the Rec 709. So this is what it looks like now. So obviously a lot more color. You can see more of what's going on. This is how I'm monitoring my image through my reference monitor with the LUT, and this is what it will look like if you didn't shoot in log. This is kind of what you'll be looking at through your LCD monitor from the camera. Now this is what it looks like after I graded. Obviously a lot more information. I had a lot of playing space. You know, I could stylize it to what I wanted to. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. A lot more information when you get to your final stages of editing and your post-production. You can grade and get this image to look like anything you want, basically, or anything that you want it to look like. So hopefully this kind of drew more of a visual example for you guys. So now another thing is exposing for log, or in my case S-Log. I always tell people having an on-field monitor with you at all times if you're shooting an S-Log is very important, because it's very hard to expose log footage without any type of LUT to take you into the Rec 709, or without even having false color or waveforms, which my Ninja 5 has those tools. So it helps me monitor my footage to make sure that I'm not either super underexposed or overexposed, because it tends to happen a lot. A lot of people, oh, I'll just shoot a log and I'll look at the meters. That's very deceiving, because they could trick you, because the meters are not very accurate and I don't really trust it. So I do recommend, if you are shooting a log or you're a Sony person and you're shooting an S-Log, please get an on-field monitor that has good tools like false color and waveforms, and you know, get the LUT. Like I said, keep in mind when I said at the beginning of the video that different companies had different log options, so they're gonna have their conversion LUTs from your picture profile or your log into the Rec 709 standard. I have the Sony one, so it converts it for me. So I'm looking at the image at a Rec 709 standard on my monitor. But when I get to post, obviously my footage is in S-Log, and then I'll do the whole, you know, post-production workflow once I get into my computer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're able to learn something from it as well. You know, we appreciate all the love and the support. You know, make sure you leave a like and you subscribe. If you have any other questions or want more information, the comment section is open. Our DMs are always open, and our Discord is always gonna be there. So you can come and connect with us, ask whatever you need. If you need help, my brother and I are always here to help. So don't feel afraid to reach out. Hit the bell notification so you know when we upload, so you can keep yourself updated. Don't forget to follow us on social media, and we'll see each other on the next one. Peace.